today we have here Muhab Busharp. I don't know if I pronounced that well, but we will call him Dr. Code. Why? Because
Hi
he
everyone.
is because he is a medicine student who is also a developer. So I'm really happy to have him here, but not only because being a medicine student and developer is not enough for him. So he has also a very good YouTube channel. Please check that one. I'll put that in description. How are you, Mohab? Or Dr. Code? How can
Uh,
I call you?
you can call me Dr. Code, it's fine.
It's easier for me.
Hi, hi Francesco. Thank you for inviting me for this journey that you've made, and I'm really happy to be a part of what are you doing. So I hope that you will reach your goal, and I will always support you like I've done and like you've
Yeah,
done with me.
yeah,
Hello everyone. I will present myself. I'm Moheb. I'm a medical student from Tunisia. I am the owner of Dr. Code YouTube channel. I will let Francisco ask me the question and I will respond
yeah.
to it.
Yeah, I'm really interested into that because usually here have been many people that they started doing maybe a different job and then they switched to coding, including myself. I was a volleyball trainer, then I became a developer with a computer science degree also. But in your case, you are doing many things at the same time, and we know that being a medicine student is not the easiest in the world.
It's,
So I'd really love to know from you what really was interesting for you. Why did you? Because I think that I don't know, but if you code more or study more medicine, so I really would like also to know how you manage your time. So yeah, you start
okay.
from the beginning? Yeah,
Okay, so how I manage my time? Okay, medicine take from me a lot of time. I mean, we have a very busy schedule. In the morning, we have an internship in the hospital, and in the afternoon, we have about 4 hours of courses, of lectures in our university. And of course, this is not enough for us. We should at least make between 2 and 4 hours of self-study at home. So how I manage my time to find to record videos or create a project and code. Mainly, I am an early bird. I always start my journey at 5 or 6 a.m.
love that.
So I take 1 or 2 hours to code in the morning before I go to to the hospital, and 1 hour in the night. This is mainly how I do in the middle of the weekend. In Saturday and Sunday we have a lot of time, so I take about 4 to 6 hours to code. This is mainly how I manage my time, but the most time it's for medicine and my study.
Yeah, but yeah, and you also code, but as we said, he doesn't just codes sometimes, but you create videos. So
Yeah,
you are close to 10,000 subscribers. So you have, I don't know how many videos you have published. We will talk about that
okay.
if you want later. Because first of all, I would like to really understand why, for example, you are following two paths at the same time because sometimes it's hard. So why are you doing
Yes.
this? Do you like this? Is
Okay.
it stressful?
I will for this I will speak why I started YouTube. So when I started medicine, before I start medical student, I loved to code. I loved programming, and it
Mm,
was my hobby. So when I started the medicine, it was very hard for me to keep both.
mm,
YouTube was for me an excuse to find time to create code. So
nice.
the story began when my friend told me that I can make money with YouTube. So I asked him about how we do that, and he talked to me about AdSense and many other things. So I used this as an excuse. So I told my parent that I can make money and I can keep my studies without affecting each other. So I started YouTube for mainly two reasons. to keep coding because I love coding and I can't live without it. And the second reason, so I can make pocket money because, as you know, medicine need a lot of money. It's very expensive study. That's why mainly.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I really wish you best luck because it's not
Thank you.
easy. So maybe now I understood because you had this passion for coding before being a medicine student. So you are trying to keep that passion that
Yes.
it's not really more a hobby for me because you are kind of professional. You do a lot of videos, so you work a lot of that. You don't just do that. For fun. So it's very hard, in my opinion. I don't know at which year are you of medicine student? Are you close to to finish that or not? I'm not here to make pressure on you, of course. I'm just curious. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
I just want to know if you had just started or you are close to
I'm
end or you hope.
I'm now a fourth year medical student. So in my country, our courses is 5 year of study, and then we have an exam that we have to pass. And according to our rank in that exam, we choose which field we can choose, for example, cardiology or radiology, the specialization of that we have to choose. And then we have 5 year that we will focus only in that on what we choose. For example, if I choose radiology, I will study only radiology.
Okay.
I have still 1 year of studies and I have 6 months to prepare for an exam. And this is
Oh.
the hardest exam that I will take. I will
Yeah,
to be
you need,
frank.
yeah, yeah, you need to be strong. Please stay with us. Don't leave our developers world. We are so funny. We smile. So please stay with us. Be strong. Just to resist just a little bit more. But
I
I
will give
really,
it.
and I really hope that in the future, by doing two things at the same time, and I know that it's hard, can really help you because we know that developers we are useful. Of course, many doctors are even more useful for sure. But for example, have you ever thought about uh, by mixing these two jobs and maybe create something on
Yes, of
medicine?
course. This at the beginning, I was hesitating to keep both medicine and development because, as you said, it's very hard. But I found in Twitter a community of doctors that code. I found many people like Joss. You will mention him. He talked to me
Uh-huh.
about coding and about his project. For example, in medicine, there's a lot of problem that can be resolved, that can be solved with software development. Or
Nice.
I'm not going to talk about machine learning because this is obviously it's true. Machine learning will have a big impact in our healthcare system in the
Yeah.
future. But I will talk about simple app ideas that can help doctors. Because,
Mm.
as for example, the last pandemic, we know that many projects like the COVID tracer that
Yeah.
many developers created. There are also the telemedicine that helped many doctors to keep seeing their patient but without contact. I mean, there's a lot of solution that programming can help medicine with. That's mainly what I plan in the future. I plan to create a solution for these kind of problem in healthcare. I
Yeah.
also plan to learn machine learning. I hope I always say that I want to learn it, but I never found the time. I hope that in the future I find the time to learn it.
Mm.
But in my opinion, coding is important. It's not only for doctors. Many people should learn how to code
Yeah.
because the future, obviously, the future is code. We
Yeah.
are more and more dependent to our machine, our smartphone, our PC. PC,
Yeah.
and these machine work with software, and software are made by
Yeah.
developer. And there are many problems that the developer, I mean, software developer don't know how the healthcare system work. Inside the hospital, and
Yeah.
they are not aware of the problems that can be solved with that. So I
Right.
say that when a person is more is more in touch with the problem, can find the solution faster.
Yeah.
That's why I encourage many people to learn to code.
Right.
It's not. Uh, I don't want to them, for example, to learn to take a 5 year or 3 year software engineer degree.
Yeah.
They can just learn the basics, and through practicing, they will learn more and more. That's how I basically learned for myself.
Yeah, yeah. As you said, yeah, we can do maybe. You need to manage time in a good way. So it's not easy. Of course, we have 24 hours in a day, so we need to choose very careful
Yes.
what we need to do because yeah. So but yeah, so I really I think what to say, it's correct that you being a developer who's also a doctor, or maybe the opposite, I don't know, maybe a doctor who's also a developer, you can really connect these two words. And of course the medicine world is maybe greater than than development, because sometimes I do, for example, some analogies between the medicine and the development, because you have so many specialization. You need to choose a specialization. You can't learn everything about
Yes.
medicine. I don't know if there is, if exists a doctor who knows everything. I don't think so.
This is impossible.
It's kind of impossible. Yeah, so for example, I do this analogy with medicine, that maybe in medicine, we are laughed about that because it's easier to understand that it's just impossible to understand everything. For coding,
Uh,
maybe it's a little bit more difficult. You maybe sometimes, for example, also me in the beginning, I wanted just to learn everything: web development, machine learning, backend, front end, DevOps,
yes,
orchestration.
but at the end you see that it's very hard to learn everything in the field. So you have to
It's
choose something. For
yeah,
example, in software development, there are web development, there are mobile development, there are machine learning,
yeah,
there are a lot of things. So I don't think that it's easy to
yeah.
learn all of that stuff.
In my opinion, it's even hard to stay updated on one framework, because you need to stay updated every day. So it's even hard, to stay updated on,
Yes.
maybe, And so, one question: which is the best the technology that you like the most about development? Also, maybe something about your videos. I think so. Which
So
one is your favorite one?
I have a lot of technology. By recently, I am more and more using Flutter. It's a very cool technology. I mean,
Right.
with only one language, you can create a cross-platform mobile application.
Hmm.
At the beginning, I was skeptic about that. I
Mm.
mean, for me, it wasn't that true for one technology to
Mm.
create a strong application that can run in both technology, Flutter, iOS, and Android. And there are two different
Right.
technology.
Right.
So I wanted to start with it, and I find
Yeah.
it very amazing. Of
Yeah.
course, I don't know only Flutter. I was a web developer, and I have
You're
pretty
trying
solid
to learn.
skills in HTML and
Yeah.
CSS and JavaScript. I want also to sharpen my skill in React. It's a very good technology, React JS. I am
Nice.
not saying that the other aren't good because I didn't test them, but I tested React, and I found it very interesting and very good for many developers. And
Perfect.
of
I
course,
like.
I use it to program with Kotlin for Android
Okay.
mobile device.
Yeah.
That's the main technology that I use.
Yeah. You use already a lot of technology. So, and have you seen by chance some videos of Tadas Petra? Do you know him?
Yes, of course.
You know him. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Do you like? Yeah, do you like his videos?
Of
Because
course, I like his videos,
yeah, y-
and
yeah,
I think that we are pretty close in Twitter. So he always supported me, and I always
yeah,
supported him. And we are in friendly race. This who will reach first the
yeah.
10K.
Yeah, 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 and I think that he is ahead of you because you have
Yes,
started
ahead.
using Flutter maybe before the official release. So he is has been using Flutter before it was officially released. So let's say that
Yes,
he's kind of proficient. And I also
I'm
yeah, but yeah, you can
because
whatever you want. And
I'm
also
new in Flutter.
yeah,
I,
I also have one thing. I don't know if you know that maybe Tadas is doing some kind of similar interviews to these ones with Flutter developers. So maybe if you're interested into that, you can try to be invited by him. Yeah,
okay.
let's see, let's see. I can send a message to him or maybe you. But yes, so, and there. But I like his style. Maybe you have chosen just to focus on Flutter. So I don't know. So I Flutter is one of the things that I have in that place, but I don't want to start because I know myself. I've done this problem this in the past that I start doing something for 3 weeks, and after 3 weeks I need to do other things. So I'll choose to deploy something in Flutter, also on the Google Play Store, I want to do the whole process. So when I got serious into that, I hope that in 2021 I can do that. Yeah, in that case, yeah, I'll check some videos. I will also check your videos, Tadas Petra video. But I'm really interested into that. One is one of the things that I have written on my. I have a whiteboard here, and I've written like Flutter. Yeah, yeah. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Now let's talk about videos because I think that we have got in touch by doing videos. I think maybe in the beginning because I've seen maybe because I was connected to other YouTubers, developers. I was really interested into that you are a doctor who also was a coder. So I was looking forward for this conversation. Yeah. So, what's your experience with videos? And yeah, one question that I have to you to make to you is that was your first video just perfect or not?
Okay, the first video isn't perfect, but I want you to know that it took me for 7 days to before I can upload it. I mean, I didn't have any experience with video editing or recording, so I just wanted to keep it simple. I just recorded my screen while I'm coding and I speed it a little bit, and I take a good big breath before I upload it, and I told myself maybe I should give it a try.
Can
So
I
I
can I
hesitated.
ask can I ask
Yes,
one thing? Yeah, just just one thing. You said that it required you 7 days, but was you just editing or was you
uh,
waiting to upload that?
I was preparing for my first video
Mhm,
what I should upload for the first video.
mhm,
I took a days thinking about a project or about a concept of video because, as you know, many people when they want to start a thing, they want that the first step should be perfect, and this is I see this as a mistake. The first step shouldn't be that perfect because you don't have any experience about that field about and you don't know how it will become when you
yeah,
choose that
yeah,
step. So I just told myself, Moheb, just record the video, just upload it and see what it comes. And that's what I've done. And I keep it uploading until I've reached that level. Of course,
nice.
it was hard at the beginning. I mean, I had when I had my first 10 view in a video, I was just wow, that's insane. And now I reach 1K video views per day, and
Nice.
it keeps increasing. So, if I have an advice for everyone, for anyone that want to start YouTube, just start it. Don't think a lot about your first video. Think about niche, about a concept of your video. If you want to create videos like, I mean, like Tedis, he is doing courses where he is gonna do voiceover for this for his tutorial. And there are many YouTube channels that only give you the code with the background music, and you have to keep following them to understand what they are doing. So that's it. Just start a video and see what how it will give.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, and I really like this idea that yeah, sometimes I say like normalize old bad YouTube videos. So it's not really a problem because yeah, it's normal that in the beginning we know nothing. For example, I knew really nothing about editing before August. I also yeah, I started some months ago when I needed to do that. Maybe being a developer, maybe it's a little bit advantage to learn some editing program. Maybe it's a little bit
yes,
advantage. Maybe. Yeah, but as you said, so you should start and see how it goes. Of course, get feedbacks and try to improve
yes.
audio
Uh,
quality, lights. Yeah, slowly. So you can yeah you can make yeah you can make some videos. You can give yourself the time that you need. Yeah, and I really like this. I don't know how many videos have you published. Do you know that
Until
or
now,
not? Oh,
it's about 100 and 115. I don't
oh.
know the exact number, but
Well,
it's
if you
plus 100.
yeah, I still remember the first time that I've lost the count of my videos. I was so happy because I said, "Are they eight or nine? Okay, that's good. That's an achievement." that
I was when I saw the number of videos that I have uploaded. I mean, I stopped counting what I upload. I just kept uploading every week, every month, every day. I mean, I didn't have a fixed period. But when I
yeah,
saw that I reached more than 100, I saw how this is the first time I keep consistent in one thing. I mean, I didn't know that I will keep be active in YouTube.
yeah,
I just told myself, just try it, and maybe you will give up. But I still, and I think that I will improve more the video type, the video quality. I plan to make a full crash course about Flutter, like what Tedis did. He did a very good video, and he showed how to make a full production application. And I think that these kind of tutorial lack in YouTube, because in YouTube you always find some small tips and tricks about the language, how to create this effect, this kind of menu. But when it comes to create a full production app, we don't see many tutorials about that, and
I know.
that's what my channel is about. I want to create full projects that anyone can remake it and use it for their portfolio. I didn't want just to show them how to change the color of this or that thing, or how to use timer, or how to use this function. I want to show them how to use these knowledge to create something useful. I think that during the lockdown, I created three or four apps like the Mars weather application,
Nice.
the Pomodoro timer app, which I found useful, and I still use this app for my study session. I made also the football scoreboard app, which was the biggest video until now I made.
Thank you so much. In my opinion,
Thank you.
uh, you have said that you are really you are surprised that you has been so consistent. So I don't know you. So but in my opinion, maybe you have been so consistent because you were making something for yourself. So you are creating these videos also for yourself because while you are studying, you are also creating videos. So you're not just creating videos for someone else, but also for you, I think.
Yes. Yes, I think that the major factor that helped me to be consistent is that I'm not doing this for a person or a specific person. I just I wanted to enjoy coding because, as I said before, I love coding and I want to keep coding. This is the major factor. And when I saw feedbacks of people that they found my videos was very helpful, I was very happy, and this encouraged me more to create new content and a new type of videos.
Yeah. I try also on Twitter to remind these if you like content creators, please support them, like their videos, comment
Yes.
their videos. For example, when I started a YouTube channel, I started liking and commenting on way more videos because now I know how much difficult it
Uh,
can be. So
yes.
this is also why I'm trying to tell to people like start a YouTube channel. So this can also be useful for all the existing developer YouTubers who are also developers because I don't think there is a real competition.
And I don't know if there's a reason to don't like them because I see many people that are creating good content for free. They don't ask for money, and even if you say they are making money with AdSense, but you are not paying for anything to use their content, and they are
Yeah,
offering their project for free and at some time, I mean, Traversy Media YouTube channel, which is the biggest YouTube channel in this niche, he is creating Udemy level courses for free, and I've learned a lot from him. And I think that he is the one of the person that teach me a lot about programming. So that's why I
to have
want
you
to thank him.
Yeah, I think that half of developers they study from Teresa Media, the other half they don't know him yet. So
I think that people learn from him more than they learned in college or anywhere else.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah. So and I hope one day that I have him on this little show. I'm really wishing to
Me
please
too, I
wish
hope.
me luck in doing this. Yeah. So yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, can you talk a bit about socials? So, which socials do you use? Where are you more active? Yeah. So
Okay, I use for my YouTube channel, I use mainly Twitter and YouTube. I use a little bit Instagram, but recently I'm not very active. And I use always also I use Facebook. I have a page that called Dr. Code, but there are less engagement in Facebook than in any other social like Twitter and YouTube. So mainly I'm active in Twitter. That's the main social that I use currently.
perfect. I think this is one of the reasons why we got in touch. So because I've also I use Twitter kind of a lot, maybe a little bit too much. I'm also doing this kind of videos to stop using Twitter so much. So at least I give a break during videos. At least I don't stay on Twitter while I do this kind of video. At least, yeah. So it has been really useful to have you here. Also, I'm going in a direction and I would like to help, as I said, more people to start a YouTube channel. So, can you help me to do this? I think that I think that also people that are not really super extrovert, that are not super communication skills I
Yes.
am, they can slowly improve. I've talked about this term introvert tuber, which are introverts or also YouTubers. So, what do you
Yes,
think about this?
I'm an introvert also myself, so
Nice.
I think that this is the first time that I show my face and I talk on internet. So I am very stressful currently, but also I am relaxed that because we are just talking about our experience each other, and I find this fine. So maybe this video will help me to be more expressive and more will help my communication skills.
Yeah,
So
I really feel honored to have you here. I'm trying.
thank you.
I'm not sorry, but I'm not the perfect host. I'm not really a journalist. I started by doing this like
I
2 months
saw
ago.
every talk that you've made, and you invited very amazing people like Tadas, like Danny, like many. I saw many people on your channel, and they had great stories. So, of course, also you are one of the biggest influencer in Twitter. I think that you have
Really,
11K.
I didn't realize it.
Yeah,
Nice.
I, I followed you. I mean, I don't remember. I think that 1 years or maybe less than 1 year, and
It
I found
can't
that
be,
many
it can't
people
it can't be.
knows you, and many people like your tweets and are engaged with.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I
Yeah, thank
think
you.
that
It can't
so
be more than 1 year, because 1 year ago I had zero online presence. So it can't be 1 year because I
I think
started
that
at the
less
half of
than 1 year.
January. Yeah, I started at the half of January, so it can't be
Yes,
more than 1 year. I'm
it's,
sure about that.
I think it's in February or March. I am not sure, but I remember that I've posted a tweet about an app, and is it very worth it to start using at Google Play Store, make a developer account? And you are the one who responded me to my question, and that we keep talking, and you sent me your first application that you've made with Unity. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And do you know that that's the reason why I am here now making YouTube videos? Because I had zero, as I said, I had zero online presence. So last year in January, I created this app. I created this app in like 2 days or 3 days. And now, if you look for periodic table 2020, is the second app in the world. The first one has 5 million downloads. The third one has 1 million downloads, and my one, this is the second one, has like less than 2,000 downloads, and it's in the middle is the second in the world. And yeah, so and I started using Twitter in the beginning to promote this app a little bit. Now this app, and then I started to being a little bit more social, and now I'm a, let's say that more than a little bit. Uh, yeah, because I faced my fear. Yeah, that's it. So
This is something very important, that facing his social fear. I mean, even now, I still hesitate of recording my voice because I am less confident. I mean, the first thing that come to my mind when I record video, people will laugh at my English accent, or maybe they will don't love my content. This is the major thing that keep
yeah,
me using this type of video, just code and music. So, and I feel safe with that. But of course, I have to break that glass. I have to move on and try it. So I hope that I will, maybe in 2021, I will record my first video, and I will see how it will make.
yeah,
Uh,
but yeah, don't put pressure. Not to put pressure on yourself, because yeah, trying to force ourselves sometimes it doesn't. Usually it doesn't work. Instead, I always say just try to put yourself in the best condition. Try maybe to record yourself for some seconds. So, for example, just a little introduction to your videos. So you slowly and you try to do this for some more seconds, and slowly you improve. So yeah, I
yes,
know.
I think that if we start just step by step, it will be better than with a huge step, and you don't know where you
I've,
will go.
yeah, and I don't know if I'm doing some videos in the morning in this period, and I've done exactly this and said about told about exactly this thing, that you should don't do try to do all at once, especially
Yes,
if you're.
I
especially if you are,
saw.
yeah, especially if you are a non-native speaker. So this is also, yeah, you need to focus on that. So you need to solve one problem at a time. But in my case, you're doing great. You're doing great on YouTube. I
Thank you.
think, in my opinion, if I can say something, by
Yes.
showing, I've seen many people that by showing yourself, you can increase a lot your views. So if you're interested into that, you can try maybe a little bit, and you can see maybe the difference in views because yeah, we are humans. We like other humans. So I'm sure that this could be useful for your channel to also, yeah, get some more views, get more subscribers. I don't know, but people, they like when we show ourselves, they like that.
Yes, I think that you're right because I think that when they see the YouTuber behind the screen, they feel more comfortable with him. I mean, it's
Yeah,
important to show this
and,
and
and we
have
have
this
to,
and have this convivial relationship between the YouTuber and the viewer. I think that the viewer will feel more close to that YouTuber, and that's why it will have many engagement and will increase the views and the subscriber
yeah.
count.
Yeah, but I think that we should take our time. As you said, you have talked about Traversi Media. He started years later to show himself, and he's also, yeah, let's say pretty successful, really. Yes, so I think that our moment will come, and so I think that when you feel ready, you can try to do this. Please send me a message. In that case, if you want to promote that, I'll help you.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, because I know that that's not easy, but this can be useful to your channel also for you. So in my case, I will give a try. Yeah, and there will be some bad comments, but you already know that you can be the best actor in the world, and you will get always bad comments. The best singer in the world, there will always be someone who would say he's not a bad
That,
singer.
that's
Always,
true. That's you.
yeah.
Whatever you do, whatever if it's good, it's bad, there will be always someone that will hate it, that will criticize it. But
I remember.
we don't have to give them that importance. I mean, they don't have
Yeah,
any reason to hate, so I don't have any reason to pay attention to him. That's
I still remember maybe one of my old tweets, which was like, he's n- yeah, he is not a good singer. He is not a good goalkeeper. He's not a good yeah, I don't know, doctor. Say the person who is just sitting on the couch.
yes, yes. The person who criticize more are the less who know. That's what I always tell myself. I mean,
Yeah,
uh, I saw many great YouTuber, many great developer that didn't criticize people, but they encourage them. They show them how to do this and how to avoid that. And this is how to advise people, but not to say, "Oh,
yeah,
this video sucks.
yeah,
This video don't have. I
yeah.
don't like this video." It,
Uh,
it don't have any reason.
Yeah, now I remember also. Yeah, another tweet that maybe I don't know if I've done this. That in the end it was like, I've never seen like a very hard worker going to someone else and go just to criticize them, because they don't have time to do that. It will be very, I don't know, maybe if you can figuring out like a Cristiano Ronaldo going to
Yes,
other players, maybe some young players. Yeah, you're not good at football, because maybe he can say that, but he will never say that
but
to
you remember,
someone.
and also great people always know the struggle of beginning, because
Exactly.
every great developer was a beginner at some times. He was knowing anything about code, and there were someone who helped them, and from with years they gained experience. And I
Yeah,
don't think that a person with much experience will criticize a beginner person just like for that,
yeah,
because he were a beginner at the beginning, and person who
yeah.
criticize don't have any
I,
experience, and
yeah.
that's why they don't know the struggle, and that just keep criticizing people.
For example, this Sunday I've been on a YouTube channel which has more than 70,000 of subscribers, and he said to me that on his very first video, the very first comment was a bad comment. So that's really really bad. The very first. Yes, we're talking about that because now he is kind of popular. But so thank you for being here. I was really
Thank
looking
you.
forward to this. Yeah, maybe we are not that comfortable in front of a camera yet, but maybe in the future we can come back on this video and maybe show this.
I
We can
hope
make
that I really
if
hope
you
that one
yeah
day
if
I
you
will
yeah,
totally fight this
yeah,
fear of camera.
and if you want, if you agree, we can make another call maybe in 1 year or 6 months.
And
So
see,
we could see the difference because now I'm doing like one video per day. Then maybe I slow down a little bit after maybe, but yeah. Also, I'd like also to show the difference. Yeah, my very first
I,
interviews were really
I
bad.
really hope that, and
Yeah,
let's see in 1 year what we have accomplished and
we
what
will make
we've learned. This is
yeah yeah. We can also make a reaction to this video and see. We will
that will
see.
be great.
Yeah. So thank you for coming here. Yeah.
Thank you very
So
much.
if you want to leave just a final message, and then we can say goodbye.
So, final message.
Yeah.
Don't let people tell you what you are. If you are if you are comfortable with something, then just do it. Many people told me that I am doctor, why you keep coding, and I don't listen to them. I love coding, I will keep coding, and I also love medicine. I will keep study, become a doctor, and maybe one day in the future, I hope that I can merge them and create something useful with programming and with medicine. So
Yeah.
just keep doing what you love. That's the message that I want to give. And I want to advise people to don't regret what to do. Because if you don't do it, you will regret it more. If you want to start YouTube, start YouTube. If you want to become a doctor, just work hard to become. This is the message that I want to tell people. And thank you, Francisco. I am so honorable to be a part of this journey, and I encourage you to continue. And I hope to see your channel grow more and more.
Yeah, thank you so much. And also, as I said so many times, I really like to do this kind of videos. So now I can read your tweets with your voice. Yeah, create like a little bit stronger connection than just sending messages because I've never seen you before. Yeah, so I really want to do this. Yeah, so maybe even in the future we can collaborate a little bit or just chatting, just
I
yeah,
hope that.
sharing ideas. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah.
Thank you, Francisco. Again, I want to thank you for this, and it helped me to be more comfortable with camera. And I will see through your video what people think about me. This is the major thing that I think about now.
Yeah, that's normal, but I'm really happy because I'm really also doing this kind of video calls exactly for that reason. So if I helped you just a little bit, I'm happy. So
Yes, surely
yeah,
surely you helped me a lot.
perfect.
So I will always thank you for this.
Well, no, I thank you because you are helping me to complete my challenge. So I am the one who should thank you.
I think that we
And
helped each other, and this is
yeah,
and this is very good.
perfect. Perfect. Yeah. So bye
So
bye.
so I want to go. Bye bye.
Wait.